Welcome back to Views of a Flick. I'm Will I Am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. That's said.
What's happening?
That's Ron Jarobi.
You already know we in the building.
And we here. Well, I would say right after, but we didn't get to it. We're here reviewing The Flash, DCU's. Well, not last movie because we still got Aquaman.
And we got.
Technically it is right
Blue
after
Beetle part of that.
I think that's like part of the new shit going forward. I think. I don't.
Because it ain't even been 10 hours. Technically it is right afterwards.
Yeah, technically, yeah. But we're here reviewing. The Flash. Oh, we're here reviewing The Flash, starring Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck,
George Clooney.
I was gonna say him, but I didn't want to say it too early. But yeah, him also. What's the woman's name that plays Supergirl? Sasha Calle? Is that her name?
I have no idea.
I guess y'all would probably say, why don't this nigga ever have IMDb pulled up before we get started?
I mean, technically, we should research this. But
Yeah, Sasha Calle.
I just didn't care to do it.
That's fucked up.
Because
That's fucked up.
I mean, not to spoil it, but
and
probably won't be seeing her again.
Yeah, probably not. Michael Shannon and, of course, the person that played Barry Allen. And before we get started, I don't care about how anybody feel about this movie or what we say during this review going forward. I still firmly believe Ezra Miller should be fired. How do y'all feel about the movie?
I'll start off. I like the movie, but I was underwhelmed. Provided all the people on behind the scenes and other people saying, who was that who said this was the best superhero movie?
There was a lot of people that said it.
So. I only seen one person
James
say it.
Gunn
Yeah, that's
said
what
that
I
it was
seen.
the best
said.
superhero movie. I think Tom Cruise might have said it also.
And Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I only heard James Gunn.
I heard from, different sources that it was a lot of people that seen this movie and they was giving it high praise. Basically what you just said, that this was the best comic book movie ever. And
we're loving it.
I'm going to say this. This movie gave us one of the best, what I want to say, interpretations or, fuck it. This movie gave us the best Batman sequence I've ever seen in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, with that being said.
What sequence?
That's the only
thing. We doing spoilers.
Shit.
That was the only thing good about the movie to me, for real.
Shit, the beginning with Ben, you know what I'm saying? That was the best, even though it was just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the best his Batman had ever been. Yeah. And then I guess it's the best for me because Michael Keaton was the Batman that I always wanted in the, you know what I'm saying, in the movie. Yeah. The ninja Batman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And they actually showed him doing shit.
Right.
Not like the past movies where it was him acting like he about to hit somebody, then it cut, and then all you see is dude fall. No, we actually seen him kicking people, going to the next person, right, taking him down, doing that. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, but besides that, it was underwhelming.
And gentlemen, after 3 is a charm, because I have to agree with y'all. I like the movie, but for what we waited for and the build up for 3 Batman, when 2, we knew that, but we got 3. And The Flash, it was underwhelming. And I'm gonna say this: the action scenes to me were underwhelming. The third act was underwhelming. Michael Shannon, the guy that played Zod, it had came out right before, like over the weekend, that he was like that he felt like his role in this wasn't satisfying. And after seeing it, I see exactly what he means because
I don't get that. Yeah.
Because it was pretty much bullshit. I mean, I don't want to call it BS, but it was.
I get what he mean. Like,
I thought he did his job.
well, he did his job to a certain extent because you got to understand that his role, even though we got the character, we didn't get him because that was CGI.
Yeah, and he really didn't. He didn't do nothing.
Right. So he didn't get much dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Yeah, and like I said, what we did get was we got the character. You know what I'm saying? We got the character, but as like you said, Michael Shannon, we didn't get a lot of his performance.
Yeah.
Because
No,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but before I start ragging on it, like I did like a lot of the action in the movie. Like that beginning action scene, I really didn't like the Flash's part. I feel like it was like it was just taking too long for me. It was like, all right, come on, let's get this shit going. And then, but the Batman part, all that was fire. I liked all of that. The third action, the third act, final battle, I really could have did without all of that. I don't know. I feel like that wasn't a final movie battle. I feel like that was just a
You think this is the last
mid second act, like quick fight. Then because I don't know, because outside of the beginning and that,
Not when they went to Russia.
yeah, when they went to Russia.
That was one of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Like I said again, to me.
Yeah, I like that.
But I get the final battle scene seemed like it was a prelude to what the end battle was supposed to be. Like we were supposed to get the Flash actually battling somebody in the end, in which we didn't. So
I wasn't even about to get on the Speed Force, whatever that was, because like he was fighting Ezra. The next thing you know, he just out having a conversation with him. I'm like, when the fuck this nigga like when did he give up like trying to like kill him? Like I didn't see the switch right there.
Who?
Younger Barry.
Yeah, Younger Barry.
Oh, I didn't even think he was trying to kill him.
When did y'all realize that, or did y'all always know that was gonna be the evil Barry?
To be honest with you, considering all of the stuff that I wasn't 100% sure, but considering watching like the Flash TV show, and how the Flash and his villains works with the time travel and stuff, when I seen the dude at the beginning, I knew it was him.
Yeah,
I thought the villain was gonna be that dude that punched him out the Speed Force the first time.
It was the same. That was him.
Oh, I ain't know the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, well, I don't know if you want to call it a variant, but it was him
In the future.
in the future.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I kind of thought it might have been him, but I didn't really. It clicked once the knife went through his arm. I'm like, oh, okay, it's him. During the battle when he hit him with the knife and then he started using it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, that do make sense.
Yeah, but
I like it was just Barry, bro. I didn't like him. I didn't like his portrayal. He looked like he seemed like he got autism.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't know. He just reminded me like when I watched a show on Netflix called Atypical. It's a Michael Rappaport on there, and he got a son on there, and this is the exact same character as Barry Allen when as soon as he end up at his old crib with his mama alive and stuff. It's like, bro, that's him spot on. Like, actually, the whole movie, anytime he wasn't in the suit, he was this character that reminded me of this character that has autism on this other show, and I just don't understand why he played it like that. And then maybe because I'm used to, I like CW Barry Allen.
Well, that was my whole issue with this Barry Allen to begin with. First off, let me say this. I don't care for Ezra Miller too much before, all the drama came out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care for his Barry Allen. But I'm going to say this. The character he's playing, even though I don't like it, he's doing a hell of a job playing that character. With that being said,
I think that's him. I think he act like that in real life.
With that being said, I don't like that portrayal of Barry Allen. Like you said, I just don't. Barry Allen never came off as being that goofy. Like I said, it was more of a Wally West. That
I don't like him as that either. I don't like that either.
He'd have fit. I think he'd have
don't
fit
like that at
Wally
all.
West. I think he'd have fit it perfectly. But yeah, I just don't like him as the Flash.
And I don't think the goofy parts wasn't what I'm saying. I'm saying like the autism part, the part where he I wish y'all have seen this show, bro. Like that's the part I don't like. And not that I got something against people with autism. I just don't like the way he playing at Barry Allen like that, because that ain't the Barry Allen I'm used to, I guess.
See, y'all Rondon said it. You said that you liked Ezra Miller portrayal of what they wanted him to do. I guess you like his performance.
Yeah, his performance was good. I just don't like the character.
See, I didn't like his acting in the movie.
No, I think he's a good actor, but
yeah, I think he is also. But I just, for some reason, it was parts in this movie I just wasn't buying it. It was funny because I think Sid was hearing me a couple times during the movie where I was like, man, soft ass nigga, man. I'm like, man, dude, get this soft ass on. Because it'll be times where he yelling and trying to portray him being angry. But it's like nigga, move.
that nigga he emotionless. Like, he always got that deadpan look. And even with his expressions deadpan. So I think that's just him playing it.
And then his voice. I don't know what they trying to do with that. I don't know if that's just how he talk or
They could have made him a little cooler, man. I don't care, man. He leading this movie. He should have been a little cooler. I'm sorry.
What did y'all think about him as younger Barry?
He was even goofier than the grown Barry. You see how he was running? His legs was doing some weird shit where his feet was spread apart like he was pigeon-toed, and his knock kneed at the same time, and he ran like he ran with them things on his arm. You know them little sticks, the people that can't control their legs. That's how he was running to me, like he was running like with them sticks. Like, it just looked goofy and weird. And she told you to go call the police. Why did you run out the house, man? I said that when
also.
she seen them get stabbed, when he seen the knife in the chest.
You talking about Lil Barry?
Yeah, that's why I was
Hold
like,
on, which Barry y'all talking about? 18-year-old?
Well, I
Because
was
them
saying,
niggas the same Barry to me.
Yeah. I figured you were just talking about him when he was younger, but yeah, I was talking about.
Yeah, he was just
Barry.
immature at the 18.
I just
Barry.
thought maybe he was scared or something,
But he
just ran out the house.
But she told you to call the police, man.
That
Call the
was
ambulance.
That was one of the times I'm like, man, yo, soft ass.
That might have even saved. Well, I don't know if she got saved, but I'm like, bro, this shit is goofy. They just made him goofy. This character just goofy as hell, bro.
Man, he was the thing is, he's been like that since they introduced him. You know, the run, everything. You know, and
I would tell I ain't mad at the run. I see what he doing with the run.
No, I don't.
I'm not mad at the
Goofy
run.
as hell. Still running like that. You running like that for what?
It's a scientific reason why. I just
Like it's like, but you
it
say
got
that.
something to
but
do
you,
with cutting the air and stuff. Like,
But you say that.
Like-
but that's
like-
that's like saying that Superman got to punch a certain way to. hit
no, it
somebody
don't. Because
hard.
Superman don't have no technique when he fight a brawler.
Man,
That was another problem I got with this movie. Like, I'm getting tired of them. Like, well, I ain't gonna say I'm getting tired of them, but it was just like when Superman was fighting, where was Supergirl was fighting. I'm like, when are they gonna start giving them like skill? Like, you notice, like every
She displayed a little skill. She
she
displayed
didn't.
a little skill.
no, I mean
More
like
than Superman.
Fighting, no, I mean like fighting skill.
Yeah, she displayed.
No,
she
didn't.
She was
All
kicking.
did was
kicking
fly
and
through and punch some people.
No,
and
she
then
didn't do that the whole
slung old
time.
boy around.
She did some shit. She did some shit.
That's why half the fight scenes outside of Batman was underwhelming to me.
I disagree with it. Everything after the second. I mean, I was cool with everything
After the six.
after he got to the other Barry Allen crib. I was cool with that. Actually, when they met Batman, I was cool with everything after Batman. I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It really was. It wasn't that the movie underwhelmed. It was Barry. Like his character was underwhelming, and it kind of. I mean, we seen him a whole lot in this movie, so that kind of took it down for me.
I will say this about Barry before I start getting into other shit. He looked, and it's gonna sound crazy, but he looked fire in that suit.
Yeah, the suit looked good.
And he did look good in it. Like I don't know what they was. I don't know if it was CG, but they.
He ain't look all wimpy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I expected. He actually did a better job than what I expected him to do. Mm-hmm. I expected the Flash that more of what we got in Justice League, which he was a little bit better in this than he was in Justice League. The running technique was a little better. The fighting or whatever, all of that was just a little bit better.
I think he was complete like 10 times, but he was doing a little tornado shit. Like he did some shit in this.
I think this.
I fuck with him as the Flash, but it just
this the best that we've seen him.
It's just him outside the suit. All that shit was like, bro, like it's annoying.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that was what I expected.
Didn't have his powers would have the movie,
which I knew that was gonna happen.
I mean, but the other one had.
You did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Even though they always.
I mean, he lost his powers in Flash. He always loses.
That's why I say, even though they always do that shit, should have known.
He loses powers all the time.
And which, speaking of that, because I do want to get into what was you about to bring up? What you about to say?
Nah, you can move on.
Because I did want to get into the story because it seemed like they pretty much did follow Flashpoint. Because I know a lot of people were saying that people that saw it was saying if you thinking that they following Flashpoint, they not, like it's a different movie than that. But it seemed like they did like a lot of the key points.
Yeah,
of Flashpoint.
They pretty much hit all the key points of Flashpoint, except
they changed Thomas to the old Batman 1989 Michael Keaton instead of it being his dad.
They gave us 2 Flashes.
Yeah, and then instead of Zod. Instead of Aquaman and
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
So. And Supergirl instead of it being a skinny ass Superman. But I thought the story was good, but the script was bad. Because it felt like at certain times, like when Michael Keaton was talking, like the nigga was just throwing around catchphrases and just like
I think that's
just saying like old shit. Like
I like that because that's an ode to the old superhero movies. Like that's what it was, catchphrases.
Yeah, but
I ain't no problem with that.
I'm good.
I mean, my whole problem is
performing like that. Batman can come with any catchphrase you want if he like.
I expected the movie to be a lot better than what it was.
Yeah,
considering the what they had to work with. Like I said, it's pretty much the Flashpoint story, regardless to what they want to say about it.
Yeah.
So it was a good story they had to work with. Like you said, it might have been the script, but it's just I don't think they. I think the centerpiece of this is the title character, the Flash, and I don't think the Flash, even though he was better, don't get me wrong, he was better. He still didn't live up to my expectations of what I expected to see in this movie. Well,
I think if you're gonna have,
I ain't gonna say what I expected to see, but what people were saying.
If you're gonna have a Flash, and if you're gonna have a movie, and if you're gonna lead a movie to the magnitude of Flashpoint, Flash need to be cooler, man. We don't want this. I don't know.
But I mean,
I don't know if weeb a bad word. But
honest,
he seemed like a weeb.
He is a dweeb.
Yeah,
he is a dweeb. It don't seem like it. He is one.
He seemed more like a sidekick than he do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. But to be honest, we knew what type of Barry Allen we was getting from this. This the type of Barry Allen he been, so we knew that we was getting this.
Right. It wouldn't have made sense for them to
change him.
I didn't really know this. I know I seen the old, but I thought maybe they was gonna make some changes or something. Like it could have been, and obviously this is after Justice League, obviously, right? Mm-hmm. So he could have, I don't know, got some vagina. I don't know. Maybe he had sex.
I mean, the younger Barry one, I mean, it seemed like he on that path. I mean, he seemed a little bit cooler. Seemed a little bit cooler. He was just
the Irish West mid.
Yeah, you gotta understand. It's a difference between them, though.
Even though I feel like
younger Barry got his parents still.
Speaking of parents,
she met. I feel like she fit that Barry, but the Irish West from the movie fit that Barry. But it's just like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, not
after CWE Irish, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, ultimately, what it is, man, it was too much comedy in it.
And that was gonna be my next question to y'all. Was it jokey?
Yeah,
Did the jokes land? Because I was trying to look at you and see if like you was laughing.
I was laughing.
It didn't seem like it.
I was laughing.
I would say it was about 50-50 to me. About half of some of them landed, a lot of them didn't.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna go. 25% of it landed for me.
But the theater was bugging up.
And it seemed like I don't really think they was. I think for the parts that they was really laughing at,
it seemed like it was some other people in there though. So
I don't know, but all the parts that I laughed at, the theater laughed at. So, but a lot of parts that I didn't laugh at, the theater was laughing at.
Yeah,
the theater was laughing throughout it seemed like they laughed at every joke in the movie.
It must have been y'all section because it wasn't. I don't know. They wasn't doing that over there by me.
It was some people like behind us that was like really into it.
Yeah, nah, they wasn't doing it up there.
It just wasn't landing, man.
Do y'all think? I know y'all said, you know what I'm saying, his outside antics ain't effective, but do y'all think this really if they had replaced Ezra Miller with somebody else, would y'all feel the same about this movie? Given that he did it the same way, he played it the same way.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, because it ain't like I don't like the movie, and it ain't like. Well, it depends. Are they changing who Barry?
No,
who
that's
Barry
it.
Allen
They playing
is?
him the same way.
Yeah, if it was somebody else, then I would feel the same way about the movie.
Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, I didn't care for him before the stuff came.
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all? You don't think that play on your like how you feel at all?
No, because I still feel the same way I felt before.
I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about.
He's still the same character to me. Right. Yeah, he's still the same character to me.
He's still the same character from Justice League.
Yeah, so I don't like that. I don't like his incarnation of the Flash.
Yeah, but damn, what was I about to say about the jokes? When fuck it. But yeah, the script was a little bit too jokey for me. A lot of lines didn't hit for me, and then I thought they stayed on like reruns a little too long. Like I feel like we didn't really need to see like the whole Zod speech again and see all. I feel like we didn't need to see like all that. The whole.
Oh, you talking when he kept going back in time?
Leading up to the fight.
Yeah, leading up to the fight when we didn't have to see the whole or hear the whole TV shit again. We didn't have to see the whole meeting with the army again, which I understand because you want to see the jump off and see.
So he met with the army on there more than once.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm talking about we saw that in Man of Steel.
Oh, see, I never seen Man of Steel. So.
Oh shit,
you ain't never seen Man of Steel?
When we talked about this 1,000 times.
It's kind of wild he didn't watch Man of Steel like for this movie.
Why would I watch it for this movie?
Because that explains the whole this whole ending. The whole third act of this movie was revolved around Man of Steel.
So what was Superman at then?
They replaced. It was in a different universe, but the same situation.
Well, then they still. I ain't didn't.
Because in the universe Flash was in that Man of Steel was in, Superman did have the
Codex.
Matrix, the Codex in his blood, but of course Superman won and killed Zod. But in this one, which I was gonna ask y'all what y'all think about Zod catching Superman as a baby, finding out he don't have the Codex and killing him.
I like it.
Considering I seen Man of Steel, I didn't care for it too much.
I would have liked it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would have. Because I like a villain. That's a real villain right there.
What you mean it's a real villain? He was a real villain in Man of Steel.
No, what I'm saying is most villains wouldn't have killed the baby.
No, it wouldn't. The thing is, had he caught Superman and Man of Steel, he'd have killed him. But he didn't catch him.
But he caught him in his universe.
Well, he did catch him. He had him. But Lois helped him.
He caught him in his
when they
universe.
was on the ship.
No, he caught Superman when Superman was an infant.
Yeah.
In this one.
Yeah.
In Man of Steel, he didn't catch Superman, but he was more of a villain in Man of Steel than he was this.
Yeah.
He didn't kill Clark though.
And then and that's
what I'm
also
saying. I like him dying.
Why you like it?
Just because it was different. We ain't had to lean on Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Superman fan. And I think that's one of their staples. We ain't had to lean on him, get him out of there.
I mean, they
Carver didn't know.
They just used Supergirl for that.
Yeah.
Only reason they used Supergirl because of Henry Cavill.
Yeah, and also because Superman was dead.
Okay.
But that's a lot of the reason why the ending fight is underwhelming to me.
Yep.
Because of the whole ending fight of Man of Steel. Like, that ending fight is good. What, 30, 45 minutes?
And it
straight fire.
what
you
you
expected the Flash fight to be as good as the Superman fight?
Nigga, that wasn't the Flash fight inside. And even though, I'm still.
But it's a Flash movie, though.
Even though they was showing Zod steady kill, like not being able, like Supergirl not being able to kill Zod and Zod steady killing her, I don't think they portrayed that while they was fighting. Because she was whooping his ass. She had to peel this nigga off a ship. Like literally had to peel him off a ship. So, but they just said that
I think he did.
It was a canon event.
I think that was lured. I mean, he was just trying to lure in so he can get a good, you know what I'm saying, stab at her like he did.
But
Who said try to lure
the thing
yes, because obviously that them hits wasn't doing nothing but caving them in some whatever that was, the wall.
Yeah.
It wasn't really hurting him. He was hurting the wall.
it just like watching the whole Zod.
Matter of fact, that was dope.
Watching the whole Zod and Superman fighting Man of Steel, it did take away from this fight because you would expect if they're going to go back and redo it, you expect it to be better. Mm-hmm. Again, it was underwhelming. You know, the whole Kryptonian fight was underwhelming compared to what it was in Man of Steel. Because in this, it seemed like the humans put up a fight. In Man of Steel, they was not putting up a fight.
The humans put up a fight in what?
This.
No, they didn't.
They did
not.
If you watch Man of Steel,
they didn't put shit up. They was getting wiped out.
I hear what you're saying. But if you watch Man of Steel,
who all was the Kryptonians fighting during that whole battle? During that whole end battle,
who they was whooping everybody except for Barry and them.
What I'm saying is, if you watch Man of Steel and you watch how the Kryptonians handled them, it was an actual fight in this movie.
Yeah,
in Man of Steel there was no fight.
Nigga, they was handling.
It was not a fight.
Superman.
It portrayed the Kryptonians in the right way, the right manner. Yeah. This. They was like when I say they was putting up a fight, I don't mean they was winning.
They ain't put up shit.
But it was still an actual fight. In Man of Steel, it was not a fight at all.
Nah. And then I wondered, like, why didn't they just phase through all these niggas and kill all of them? Once they saw that he did it to the one, they just went and just start randomly just regular hitting niggas. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, it was a couple things that confused me in this movie. Like, at the end, when the worlds was crashing into each other, why once the future Barry, why once the past Barry died, why did all the worlds, like, go back to, like, one? And, like,
because if that ATO Barry died in 20, whatever old the recent age Barry never fucked up the timeline.
But I thought they said that they were fucking up the timeline.
Who?
them three. I thought them three doing all of that in the Speed Force is what was fucking all of that up.
Him going back, putting the tomatoes in the can, fucked everything up. Mm. Which until when he was trying to go back to the future, like he said, I pushed you out the Speed Force and made you create me. You know what I'm saying? Which when he created him, that's what made everything start being destroyed. So he stopped him before he got a chance to run around destroying shit for however long he was doing it. And then he still went back. He changed something else, but he put the tomatoes back. Yeah. So that's how I took it anyway.
No, that's exactly what he did. You didn't interpret that wrong. Mm-hmm. He put the tomatoes on top so his dad could look up at the camera.
No, I'm saying when he put the tomatoes back, took it out of his mama can.
Yeah, he took it out of what's the name to reset whatever he had did from that. Yeah. But he still changed something by putting them tomatoes on top so his dad can look up when he go back to the what's the name.
Right.
My thing is, and this ain't just a movie thing. This a Flash TV show thing. Why don't they ever learn nothing?
What you mean?
Like, why would he expect to still go back to the same future?
Because they don't care, or they thinking emotionally and not logically. These shows wouldn't do nothing if all these superheroes only went to their logic. A lot of these shows wouldn't be shows.
Then why be surprised once you see the changes?
Oh, he didn't know. That's as simple as this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this movie, he didn't know. But that's what I'm saying. He was expecting to go back to the same future. When Michael Keaton told you, like, once you change something, you done changed your past and you changed your future. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once he broke it, that was saying he can't go back.
He probably thought that he probably didn't think Superman. I mean, he probably just didn't think Bruce was gonna change. He probably knew he had to know something was gonna change because they already told him. He just didn't know it was gonna be Bruce.
Right. I took it for what it was. You know, we not getting Ben back again, and you know it was a cool little cameo that they can throw in there.
So is George Clooney Batman now?
No, I think that's Snyderverse Batman is done. Yeah. It ain't gonna be Keaton, Clooney, or Affleck.
Yeah, I think everything with this movie is done outside of Aquaman going forward, which is why he was in the end credit scene. Yeah. Any part of y'all think that was gonna be Robert Pattinson?
It crossed my mind. Yeah, it crossed my mind.
I
actually thought it was gonna be I thought it was finna be Michael Keaton.
Yeah, me too.
That was my first thing. Oh damn, Michael Keaton came in this.
Yeah, but I had a feeling it wouldn't be Michael Keaton. I don't know. Part of me like, is it gonna be Robert Pattinson?
I wouldn't mind George playing old man Bruce, like Batman Beyond, like spinoff movie or something. That'd be hard.
They do say the new Batman. Was
he older than that?
I don't know, but they do say the new Batman is supposed to be older. Nope. With Damian.
Well, he might be older, but they getting old boy. What's his name? They looking at.
I ain't.
What he play? Soldier Boy. What's his name?
Oh,
is it Jason Atkins?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was dude's name on?
Scott.
Huh?
It was Scott something.
Scott Atkins.
Yeah, but
from
Supernatural. Yeah, they eyeballing him
for old man Bruce.
They just eyeball. I don't know if it's for old man Bruce. They was eyeballing him for Batman. I don't think and that was one thing I had a gripe with the Spider-Verse. I thought Ben was too old to be starting. You know what I'm saying? The Snyderverse. I thought Ben was too old to be, starting out playing Batman. I don't think we need to get no 50-year-old Batman off the bat to start a franchise.
He 50 in his universe.
He up there.
Yeah, I mean if they trying to start him off with Damian, he gotta be at least 40. At least. So I mean, unless they trying to say, I mean, he was getting it in.
Well, we don't know
Like
how old
before-
Damien
before-
gonna be.
He didn't become.
Before he was Batman.
He didn't become Batman till late 20s, early
like
30s.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 28, somewhere around there.
So, I mean, he could have knocked off. Well, they still put him in his 40s.
To knock him on
It still put him in his 40s with a preteen or a teenage Damian Wayne.
Exactly. If you want to say that he had him at 30.
Right.
If Damian 10, he gonna have to be at least 40.
I mean, I can do a 40-year-old Batman.
I thought that's what
I
Ben
can
was.
too, but not from the jump.
Nah, Ben came off more of a late 40, early 50-year-old Batman.
Oh, I thought you knew like it was like.
Nah, just the way, just the mannerism came off as kind of being an older Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't think that's a good way to start off your franchise with that Batman character being that old.
Yeah.
I mean,
and especially if you want to use the older Lois Lane too. But you want to use a young Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you probably want to say Superman the alien, so he aged slower or don't age. But it's like, how far do you see it going with everybody else?
right. Well, again, like I said, the best parts of this movie was both Batman scenes.
Yeah.
Batman was the best character in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Batman I always wanted to see on screen. So the movie wasn't a total letdown. It wasn't even a letdown. It's just, I'm going to say this. The movie wasn't a letdown. I enjoyed the movie. It just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be going into it. That's
Just
all.
Wonder Woman. And I like that this is the most asshole-ish Batman has been in a live-action movie. When he pushed him down the damn thing, I was like, oh, yeah, this is the Batman. I'm like, straight asshole. I don't get
Now, I did laugh when
Get your
Ezra
soft ass on.
when Ezra put his leg up on the nigga. He looked at him like, I did laugh at that point. Then he grabbed him by the back of his pants.
See, I didn't laugh at that because there was a couple scenes in this movie that was like, all right, man, what we doing? When the nigga had the tattoo on his thigh, what he call him? Thigh Mac. Damn, what was the name of the dude? Shit was funny as hell, but it's like, all right, why you got this man sitting there in his tighty whities with his leg straight up in the air? Like, we looking at straight at this nigga junk. Like, but and then you had that scene with him and Batman. But I mean, then you had Ezra throughout the movie, just period.
Yeah, he was just to me he was just annoying, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Hell, I even like Supergirl better than I like The Flash.
Facts.
Supergirl was trash.
You think so?
And she did her job. She did. I didn't expect. She did exactly what I expected her to do.
What, die?
Basically,
Yeah, but that's the only thing.
because I knew she wasn't gonna be able to kill Zod.
Mm-hmm. Or I mean, she shouldn't.
Which
have been
don't
able
make
to.
sense because she's supposed to be powerful, more powerful than Superman.
Since when?
It always been there.
No, it haven't.
She always been more powerful than Superman.
That was something. That's something they start coming up with recently.
I mean, when did we ever see Supergirl? I mean,
Man, boy, they had Supergirl back in the 80s.
Yeah, what you mean?
I ain't never seen her.
She ain't never
They
been.
showed a cameo in the movie.
What do that mean?
That was the Supergirl from the 80s.
Okay, I never saw her.
Oh,
That's all I was saying.
I meant to bring this up earlier in the movie. The CGI in this movie,
Trash.
boy, at some parts is terrible. I don't know if they spent all the money on
Man.
having like two Ezras in the whole movie.
I'm
something.
sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna be fair.
I thought it was
CGI
the IMAX.
as of the last couple of years have been trash.
I thought it was the IMAX.
Nah, this
I'm gonna sit on a regular screen. Then
this
it might look
mug
different.
this mug look. It ain't gonna look. It ain't gonna look no better.
We gonna see.
Why would it look?
I mean, I
better
didn't think it looked
outside
bad
of-
because you know I don't even like 4K.
Nigga, it looked like we. Was,
I don't even like 4K.
It looked like we was watching a video game at certain points of this movie. It looked at some points. It looked like we was watching like a straight I don't want to call it a cartoon, but like a 3D cartoon movie.
No, it did look
I'm
like it did look like a video
what the fuck
game.
is this, Avatar?
But video games look crazy these days. So
Well,
No, it didn't look like a video game today. It looked like a video game in 2009.
It looked like PS5 to me.
2010. No, it didn't. No,
To me, it
fuck,
did.
It didn't look like no PS5.
To me, it did.
Spider-Man looked better than the shit that they were showing. Like, that shit looked terrible. Like, I don't know, outside of the Batman parts and having two Ezra Miller, even when they phased through the door when the first time when he picked them up and phased through the door, that shit looked terrible.
All right, man.
I'm like, all right, but that was the most hideous
Luxury
thing
eyes, man.
in the movie. Yes.
Yeah, he calls it luxury eyes, I guess.
No,
You see shit that we don't see.
I see it a lot, but except for certain movies, a lot of stuff that's been coming. That's why I say I'm gonna try to be fair, because a lot of stuff that's been released over not just this year, the last couple years, I've been looking at like, nah.
This up there. I thought Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought it couldn't get no worse than that. This shit right here, nah.
But see, Wakanda Forever had the worst CGI to me.
Nah, because I think the CGI at the end of Black Panther, the first one, was worse than Wakanda Forever.
It was on par with this one. I mean, like I said, man, last couple, like looking at certain movies and the way certain studios do movies, and even some that Disney do. Mm-hmm. And then looking at some of the other stuff that's being put out, it's just like the budget didn't go on the CGI. I can tell you that.
Like I said, I don't know if they spent it all on Batman and both Ezras or what, but anytime they was in the Speed Force and they showed a person, the shit looked terrible. When the worlds was clashing,
that looked like a video game.
Yeah, when the worlds was clashing and they started showing people like the shit, like it's like they didn't even try and make them look realistic. It was like they wanted the shit to look like a picture or something. But I don't know. Got a Nicolas Cage cameo.
Hey, that Superman movie looked like it would have been hard though.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. If they had ever made it.
Which one that was supposed to be?
That was supposed to be Tim Burton Superman. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be in his Batman universe.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to fight Brainiac.
Mm-hmm. But like something happened while they was making it, and they just shut it all down.
Nick Cage would been terrible, Superman.
Who knows back in the
that
day
shit
with the long hair.
That shit was
as soon as they showed that hair, I'm like, I know this ain't Nicolas Cage.
Man,
like I said, I thought it was Keanu Reeves, cause he the only person I know with her like that right now.
Nah, that would have been wild if it was Keanu.
You might have make Keanu Superman. You gonna make Nick Cage?
At
least he know how to fight.
You guys, this was back in the 90s.
Yeah, Superman don't know how to fight.
Yeah, but he could have probably brought some to Superman to make him actually.
Nah, you can't do Superman like that.
Superman show up knowing martial arts.
I mean,
you ain't gotta know martial arts. It be just regular look.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Little
then,
basic fighting shit. He don't know that.
Batman right there. Why don't you niggas train me together?
All you need is some basic defense fighting techniques.
But
he don't have that.
The thing is,
he's so strong.
Exactly what he need to do. What he need to defend from.
The bitch spit a statue.
I mean, we're not gonna act like Superman don't get his ass whooped. He always win because he's Superman.
No,
when he fights somebody worthy of fighting, he always get his ass whooped
because he never fights at his full strength. He always trying to save somebody. Nigga, that's the truth.
Okay,
that's the truth.
We just talking about
we seen him evil too, and we seen him fight at his full strength, and he lost.
To who?
Yeah,
Batman.
He wasn't fighting Batman. Batman was fighting him.
Is that win? What are you talking about? You talking about Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, he wasn't trying to hurt Batman.
Live action movie?
Well, maybe I'm not talking about that movie. I know it was a movie where he was evil. I mean, not a movie. It was I don't know if it was a cartoon or not, But Batman was evil. I mean, Superman was evil in an alternate universe type shit.
You probably talking
And he
about
was using his full support, full potential. And he got his ass whooped
by Batman.
No, I don't think he fought Batman in that. I can't remember. It was an alien. He fought. I can't remember who he fought. Maybe it was the Justice League or somebody. But he fight with his foot. Man, fuck out of here.
Well, I was just going into his actual him learning basically hand-to-hand combat or anything like that. It's going against his actual structure as a character. That's the only thing I was saying.
I would just want to see it.
That's why
I would just want to see them nigga know. Like, come on, just
I'm not telling y'all. I'm not telling him to get in the. I'm not saying he need to be in the crane stance, drunken massive stance.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see, and that's what I want to see.
And that'll be the Superman would nobody be able to fuck with.
And the thing is,
fucking everybody up.
You're changing Superman as a character. Then
no, man, we gotta get on that.
You can say, but who?
It don't matter.
What? But who want to see that?
No, I just don't understand why it would be bad for him to learn something else.
The same reason it was the audience was split with the Snyderverse.
Shit, y'all like Batman as a brawler.
I didn't.
And it's also the same reason that they never use Superman at his full strength. Because it would be unfair. Nobody would be able to fuck with him. Because literally Superman would be able to run up, kill a nigga, and nobody ever see him. Nobody ever see him.
But
he can laser a nigga from.
That's hitting into what I was getting ready to say as Superman as a character. That's why people would split on the Snyderverse Superman, because Superman actually killed people. Mm-hmm. Superman don't kill people. So
they was mad as hell that nigga killed.
We gotta kill nobody. Shit.
No, I'm just explaining like people really be. I wasn't tripping, but people really be tripping when you change. Basically, Superman. It's always Superman. When you change Superman as a character, they get pissed off. Oh, Superman don't do this. Superman don't do that. So
niggas was pissed that he let his dad die and that he killed Zod. In which it was stupid that he let his dad die, but I understand it.
Him learning some hand-to-hand combat or something is basically going against Superman. So you telling me they
can't fight like guy? I'm talking about the guy hand-to-hand, like army hand-to-hand combat. I mean, I'm not talking about no karate or no, you know what I'm saying?
They don't look at Superman as a strike first person anyway. So him learning how to throw combinations or something is just against.
He know how to throw combinations. That ain't. I'm saying like
it's against his.
I don't know if I ever see
it's against
Superman
his character.
Throw a combination outside of.
Nah, he didn't did that 1-2 uppercut. Shit that.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't even want to bring it up.
Put some riz on that nigga, man.
Oh shit.
Some riz
but
on
for
this
real,
you
only
bring
niggas
up,
that he gonna run up on is niggas like Dark Side. That's really only people that he gonna run up on first.
He gonna run up on him and get his ass whooped like y'all.
And actually, he only gonna run up on him after Dark Side then came and got him first.
Or done killed somebody.
Yeah. But this Supergirl in this movie.
I get everybody can't be swag, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be a goober, you know.
That's Superman's character.
Goober. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
He not Batman.
But that's why y'all saying, "Oh, I can't believe you never." Now you see why I don't want to see Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Just not possessed. He's just not. I don't know. I didn't watch Lois and Clark. I didn't watch what's the shit?
I fuck with
what's that shit
Lois,
called?
Superman and Lois.
Smallville.
I didn't watch none of that shit.
I fuck with Smallville too.
Channel 11 Superman, the only Superman I can bear.
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying you should have watched it because you're a Superman fan. I just said it was actually a big part of the Snyderverse that it's actually you missing the actual piece of the whole story.
Yeah.
I know the General Zod story.
But I mean, not from the.
Yes, movie. I have. The old Superman movie.
Well,
General Zod.
I guess
come from Krypton. What else is there to do? You come to Krypton, you got to fight Superman. What
Ryan, boy.
And Grant, I'm sure I've saw this Man of Steel. I don't remember it though. That's Superman.
Yeah. But anything else about the movie?
Nah.
Let me see. We touched on Michael Keaton. touched on Supergirl, both Barrys. Oh yeah. So is Barry supposed to be a Latino in this movie?
Half Latino, I guess.
What you mean? Yeah, wasn't his dad?
No, his dad
speaking
was
something.
his dad was just messing with his mama.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Dad
She
was
white.
Oh, okay.
His dad was
Dad was white.
I don't know if he
Or
white
Italian,
or
whatever.
Jewish. Yeah, but
I
he
mean, that's
wasn't.
white, but
He wasn't
Like a New York
Latino.
type name.
yeah, he white, huh?
He seemed like a New York, like Italian or something.
Yeah,
like
something like that. I mean,
But his wife was straight up like Brazilian,
Guatemalan or some shit.
Yeah, she was something. And then the
Portuguese probably because she looked like she more white passing. So
like
Portuguese.
the kid Barry looked like he was straight up like. I'm like, ain't no way he grew up to look like Ezra Miller.
The thing is, besides Wonder Woman and Superman, they casting choice in the Snyderverse been kind of suspect since Man of Steel.
Jason Momoa. I mean, for the Aquaman that they wanted to go for.
I mean, yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did what they. The thing is, he cast for what he wanted for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, looking at these characters, and then looking at some of the people, like his Lois Lane was terrible. Like, man, they didn't even look like Lois.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And then she didn't do shit.
just the casting just ain't been. Ezra don't look like Barry Allen.
No. No.
I think that was the only thing wrong with the casting. Ezra. I think I liked everything else.
In what?
In the Snyderverse, I like all the casting.
I mean, I like
on paper. You
I
like
like.
it.
I'm like what I saw. I'm going off what I saw. I'm not reading nothing.
To me, on paper, it all sounds good. Like you got Ben Affleck playing Batman. You got Gal Gadot playing Superwoman, in which, like I said,
But I like their portrayals too, though.
Yeah, I like being portrayal as Batman up until I seen Michael Keaton with today's technology Batman.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, it's Michael Keaton.
Right. He always been the best.
Yeah, facts. Big facts. Batman 1989.
To me,
year I was born.
being the only one closest to him. So
Yeah.
the only one.
I mean, if you could say so.
Hey, what's y'all grades?
I'll give this movie a. Damn. I would give this movie a. Do I want to go C plus or B minus? I'm gonna go B minus. Give this mug a B minus.
I'm gonna go with a straight B. Like I said, the movie wasn't as good as I hoped it would have been, but I enjoyed it, so can't nag on it too much. Plus, like I said, Batman did it for me. I was satisfied after that.
I don't know what y'all niggas talking about, but I'm giving it an A minus just because of Batman. I want to see this movie again.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I said, most of my negative shit was from Ezra, but Batman did Batman was so cold. Batman was so cold that I think it's worth seeing again. Yeah. And I really didn't have, like I said, I ain't had no problem after they got Ezra. Somebody else, I guess when he got with Batman, like maybe the second act on down, I was pretty content with. Well, not content, but I actually liked it.
Yeah, and to me, I like Batman, but Batman can't save it from the script. Can't save it from the
but I ain't never have a problem.
Can't save it from the big battle fight. To me, can't save it from Ezra Miller. I mean, can't save it from all the jokes.
That's your opinion, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm just stating my opinion for the camera. Why I gave it a B minus? That's all I'm saying.
Shit, it should sound like it should be lower than that for you.
No, because of Batman. And like I said, I liked the movie. I liked the action. Some of the action in the movie. It was just It was just the script was just some of them conversations. It was like, all right, I don't know what we doing here. Sometimes during it felt like a big budget CW Flash movie.
Nah,
I think
it would have been a lot better.
I think had the third
that Flash man.
act, that action scene been better, I think I'd have went B plus A minus. But that wasn't, the reason I went a B instead of a A or a B plus, because your third act supposed to be, that final battle supposed to be the best out the movie. And to me, it was.
That wasn't the best battle in the movie?
No, the best battle in the movie is when they went and got, to me, is when they went and got Supergirl.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And then I'm going to go with the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with the last action scene.
And then it's like, because I thought once that action scene was going the way it was going with Zod and all of that, and I saw like, all right, man, I ain't really, like, it's cool, but I ain't really feel like it's all right. I'm thinking that the fight with the evil Flash was gonna be like the big fight. But that wasn't even shit for real.
They was talking.
Yeah, they was talking. So it's just like the fucking Flash show. These niggas, all they villains, they talked them out. They talked them down. It was like, all right.
That's the character.
Which is
and
stupid.
then you see the Flash in anything, that's what he do. Run his mouth the whole fight.
Cartoons. So niggas,
everything.
Nah.
Yeah. I just watched something
in
with the Flash
Flashpoint, it was no talking.
All right.
Yeah.
Zoom got a hole put in the middle of his head.
Zoom didn't talk, probably.
No, it was no talking. It was all fighting.
And I wish I had said this in the beginning. Can anybody tell me how Barry survived the lightning strike when he lost his powers?
Television.
The lightning strike went through Ezra and went into the younger Barry. So I'm assuming it punctured a hole through that Barry and went to the other one, seeing as the younger Barry had a hole in him that healed up because he got his powers. And the older Barry lost his powers.
I guess.
How is he still alive?
Well, that's a little more easier to understand than him actually trying to get his power back, surviving that electrocution.
Hey, after the way he lost him, I was like, all right.
I just looked at it like,
I know on the CW, when he loses his power, it's not necessarily 100% gone.
In this movie, they made it seem like it was 100% gone.
I mean, they never said that, but I mean, it looked like it, but they never said, "Oh, it's 100% gone." Just couldn't run. But
so yeah, if you don't tell me that it ain't 100% gone,
I don't assume. But see, I don't assume that. But just because of the other shit they did in the other Flash shit.
Yeah, but see,
you know what I'm saying.
But you can't judge this one off the other Flash shit.
I'm talking about the core of the character.
You can only go
the core of the character.
I can only go off the rules that the movie set up for me.
Well, the rule never.
Exactly.
I don't know. No, I was finna say something else, but that ain't gonna do nothing. But
yeah, but I would. Only thing I was hoping the second time he was getting electrocuted, where he was getting fried, I was hoping that he was gonna die. That was the only thing I was thinking at that moment.
You want him to be dead for good?
Yeah, I wanted him to be burnt chicken. I wanted him to. When she flew back down with him, I wanted her to be like,
he cooked.
It didn't work. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Mm-hmm. Y'all got anything else?
Nah.
Well, man, that's been Views of a Flick. Been our thoughts on the Flash. I'm assuming it's gonna be our last iteration of the Flash. I don't assume we're gonna get a sequel of this.
Nah.
So
if we do, it'll be a different Flash, probably same actor. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, a story for a whole another day. And I'm gonna be pissed. If they keep Ezra and Disney fired Jonathan Majors. I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't think Jonathan Majors
because I see. Yeah, but I'm just making that statement. If that happened, because I see a lot of people making the statement of Ezra Miller shit being mental health shit. Like, no, this nigga committed felony crimes. Then y'all trying to cover it, and y'all trying to cover it as mental health.
That's the only thing that's
Dang, I don't see him trying to do that with Jonathan Majors. Cause matter of fact, yeah, he got mental health, aggression problems. Is mental health.
But I don't think Jonathan Majors did nothing. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another day.
No, I ain't hear that a conversation. I don't even care about nobody's opinion. I just after she recanted her statement, it's like what? Okay.
I feel you, but you know how that go. In the courtroom, more names come out, but with Ezra kidnapping, doing all that, is mental health. That's all like I said at the beginning, after all of that, I still want Ezra fired. Just me. I'm
pretty sure it ain't just you.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot. Cause I was scrolling through Twitter last night, laying down, and there was a lot of people saying like they liked the movie, but let's not forget about the shit that Ezra Miller did. And that he should be fired. There was a lot of people still talking about that. So,
I done heard that go. Let me get back. I done heard that go both ways.
Facts.
I done heard
they do, don't they? Oh, you said they or that? Oh, my
that.
bad. Oh,
people saying that they like the movie, but let's not forget what the Flash has done. Ezra Miller. I'm sorry, what he's done, and he shouldn't get to continue to play the Flash. Mm-hmm. Then I heard people say they need to bring him back because of the mental health stuff. And
I mean, after the movie came, he got to do the movie. So to me,
but the movie was already done though.
Don't matter. They still did it. They could have canceled the movie if they really wanted to punish him. You know what I'm saying? He still got paid for this shit.
Well, yeah, he was already
exactly. They already paid
he
him.
Was already paid.
He wouldn't have been punished from the movie.
They'd have been punishing themselves. That's why they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because it was like, if we get rid of the movie, he done already cashed the check.
So why they ain't announced he was gone with everybody else that's gone?
Because you can't do that before the movie come out. When the same
we'll until next week or something.
Until you would announce that we keeping Jason Momoa before the movies come out, so that people go see Aquaman. But you're not gonna say, "Oh no, Jason Momoa after that movie he done."
Mm-hmm.
That would be it'd be like why go see his movie then?
Same reason we just wouldn't have seen this if it's over with.
We
in the podcast, we can talk about that off camera.
I'm Will.I.Am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. That said,
what's happening?
It's Ryan Jerobi.
You already know me.
Gonna see y'all next time. Peace.